welcome back to Classic Hits Gaming, your home of 80s, 90s, and noughties gaming. This is my final session of Animal Crossing, so sit back, relax, but as always, and more importantly, enjoy the live stream. So, Animal Crossing is an it's it's a never-ending game. So it's quite hard to hmm, it's quite hard to stream everything that Animal Crossing has to offer, because that would be impossible. I would have to dedicate the rest of my life um, to streaming Animal Crossing. My YouTube channel would be 100% dedicated to Animal Crossing because it's never ending. It will never end. I feel like I have shown what Animal Crossing is all about in these sessions. I think I have definitely captured um, the essence of what Animal Crossing is all about. I've moved into this town inhabited by animals. I've interacted with them, done little tasks for them. We got to see their personalities. How are you, Chad? It's real, Johnny. What's real? Animal Crossing? It's real, you say? Chad, welcome back to Classic Hits Gaming, your home of 80s, 90s, and noughties gaming. This is my final part of my Animal Crossing live gameplay. Thank you so much for watching my Animal Crossing live streams and supporting Classic Hits Gaming. It's much appreciated. Chad, how are you doing? How was your morning? So yeah, we got to see the animals' personalities, especially Gaston's personality. Um, we got to see uh, the activities you can do in Animal Crossing, collecting bugs, fishing, um, collecting fossils, donating them to the museum, making a few bells. So yeah, I definitely feel like that it definitely have captured the essence of what Animal Crossing um, is all about. At the end of the live stream, I'll kind of recap what Animal Crossing is all about, what makes it so special to this day, a bit of history behind it, and reveal all the trivia that I have revealed so far about Animal Crossing. Um, Akuma in Resident Evil 2. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. There's actually a nice little Easter egg in Resident Evil 2 actually, about Akuma. Some kind of cafe or restaurant or poster or something that makes reference to Akuma. I see that apparently Leon S. Kennedy is going to be the main character in Resident Evil 9. Oh dear God, save me. Why do Capcom hate Jill Valentine? Like, why? I mean, the woke community would love if Jill Valentine was the main character in the next Resident Evil, a strong female lead. When is the last time there was a strong female lead in a Resident Evil game? I'll let that one sink in for a moment. Come on, they should have made Jill Valentine the main character in the next Resident Evil game. Nonetheless, hello, Elephant, Eloise. Hello. So yeah, the same dialogue every time. So Red, the thieving Red, even more thieving than Tom Nook, or he's more of he's more of a fake, more of a scammer really, than a thief. Um, is in town at the moment. Red, of course, is the guy that will gladly sell you fake pieces of art. No, what? Mother's found the files hidden in the classic PS1 game that the April Fool's Day joke of Akuma was playable. So apparently Akuma was actually playable in Resident Evil 2. Damn. Oh, so, okay. It's all starting to make sense now. So that's what you meant by it's real. Madness. Akuma. Playable. Well, apparently supposed to be playable in Resident Evil 2. It's pouring rain here in my town. Okay. Check the mail. 2 letters. One from the museum. That would be a fossil. Yeah. The Esteemed Johnny. I love that title. I would like to be referred to from now on as the Esteemed Johnny. Thank you very much. The fossil you sent is a skull of flying. I can't pronounce that. An aviator of the Cretaceous period. I can't read. We return your fine specimen and await any future submissions. The Fairway Museum. And let's get rid of this. Why does the Happy Room Academy keep on sending me letters? I thought that was only once a week. Your current layout earns. Your house is too small. Well, it won't be very long. For very long because I actually paid off my first mortgage yesterday. So if I actually pop in here to my house, I should see that my home is slightly bigger. Thanks for the link, Chad, but I won't be able to go into it now because it will disrupt the live stream. But I can potentially go if you just leave. Maybe if you leave it, do you know what you should do, Chad? Please, just if you can leave that link in my previous community post, I'll be able to have a look at it later. Thanks, Chad. So my home is a little bit more bigger because I have paid off my mortgage, my first mortgage. Okay, let's put that in the corner. I'm actually going to put this oil drum slightly beside it. And yeah. I'm gonna go looking for red. Red is somewhere in this town. Oh, I could do with a brolly. Anyone new move in today? No. Oh wait. If my Animal Crossing knowledge serves me correct, that should be a frog. It's not. Okay. It's a crawfish, which I already have. That's fine. I thought that frogs were more available during the rain. So, how do you like your new house? You have inspected it, haven't you? Now that it needs, not that it needs inspection. It must be nice having such spacious living quarters, a real step up from your former lodgings. Now then, we come to the thorny issue of the bill. Remodeling isn't exactly cheap, as you know. Oh, and we had that dry rot issue. What dry rot issue? That's the first I ever heard of dry rot issue. And there was a there was that mammal strike. It comes to a total of 148,000 bells. A little pricey, I know, But that's the market. Oh, but don't worry about paying me immediately. You can continue to pay it off through the post office like before. It's no problem. Debt builds characters. You can take your time paying it off too. I won't go breathing down your neck or anything. Oh. I look forward to doing business with you again soon. Well, here's the thing, Tom Nook. After this session of Animal Crossing, you won't see me again. Which means you ain't getting another bell from me. Capiche? Well, you might actually get some bells actually to make. I might actually. No, I won't need it. I was going to get the axe, but no, I won't. Alright, let's have a look at some wallpaper. Old brick wall. No. Yeah, you're not getting any money off me because this is the final session of the live stream. So, yeah. Just search up Akuma Resident Evil 2 later. The video I linked was from Maximilian Dude. Oh, okay. Thank you for that, Chad. Akuma in Resident Evil 2. Crazy. I was only ever aware of the reference to Akuma in the game. I think it was some kind of restaurant or cafe or something, or a poster, but I didn't actually know that he was I didn't even know that apparently he was actually playable in the game. I know it's been confirmed that he's actually in the game's files. That is crazy. What's this? Take a drum. I'm gonna wear a new shirt. Hello there, Bob. Off out in your travels in the pouring rain, you crazy motherfucker. Hey, it's you. I have a hard enough time seeing in this darkness, and with the rain, I couldn't tell it was you. It was kind of freaky, if you don't mind. Try to visit more when it's bright and sunny out, huh? What's up? I just had something. Wait a minute. No, I guess not. Sorry about that. You're fine, Bob. You're fine. Dear God, I caught a sea bass, one of the most rarest fishes in Animal Crossing. It's recently come to my attention that the Crazy Red Furniture Imperium has set up shop in Acre B4. Tell me, do you intend to buy anything over there at the establishment? Any intention at all, Johnny? If I may offer my opinion, I'd be a little suspicious of anything I found in that pause of that individual. Look, what'd you say, B4? I wasn't listening. Yeah, d4. Hey, so just below the dump then, or next to the dump. This is b4, isn't it? But I was there by the dump and it's on that. Tangy, you're not red.
Thank you, Johnny. Your evening going okay?
You know what? Even if it's raining, seeing your face totally mellows me out. I'm not even kidding. You're like this kind of anti-rain funk mood, lifter, upper type person. Well, I've been called worse. Tangy. Anyway, what's up, we are? Can I help you all? Actually, Bob still hasn't returned. Jesus, the Game Boy is the most popular device. Yeah, on the crossing. It's crazy. Nintendo is releasing the NES World Championship game, and Minecraft is 15 years old. Yeah, I seen the what you call it, the Nintendo World Championships announced. Right, that was the end of last week, I think, or was it the start of this week? Um, I'm not particularly. I don't want to be negative, but I'm not particularly too excited about it. I mean, it just seems like a collection of NES games that has made more appearances on recent Nintendo consoles than like, I don't know, like The Rock has made comebacks in wrestling within the last 15 years. It's just I don't know, like, I know there's the whole point is that you're being challenged, that you have various challenges to do, but it actually reminds me of the game that Nintendo released on the Wii U. What was that game called? I think it was called Nintendo Remix or something, and it sounds very, very similar. I don't know, I'm just not particularly too interested in it because of the fact that it's all based around games that came out in the 90s. No, funny thing is, it actually isn't the 90s. It's the NES game, so it's late 80s. And they're games that I would have played a lot of by now. And yeah, so yeah, it's just not particularly too interested in it, to be honest. Um, but Minecraft being 15 years old is actually bonkers. Bonkers. It actually is mind blowing to think of it, isn't it? So Bob is not going to have the Game Boy, that's for sure. Absolutely not. Wait a second. I'm in B4. He definitely had B4, didn't he? That red was in B4. Acre B4. Oh, there he is. Look at that. That's hilarious. Black market with the X crossed out. I've never seen red in the original Animal Crossing because I haven't played much of the original Animal Crossing. That's hilarious. There he is, looking all suspicious. Hi, well, what have we here? A customer. Don't be shy. Come on in. Tell me, friend, did you see Crazy Red's crazy flyer? Is that what brings you through my door today? That's it, isn't it? It must be. I knew it. Well, you'll be happy to hear today is your lucky day. I have a selection of fine merchandise that's to die for. To be perfectly honest, an opportunity like this doesn't come along every day. Oh, wait a minute. Tangy's legging it. He's like, oh God, I'm not going to be pulled into this scam. What am I doing chewing your ear off like this? My apologies. Come on in, take a look around, see for yourself that Crazy Red's got the goods. Come on, come on. Tanguy's like desperately trying to avoid Red. Tanguy, I don't blame you. He's gone.
He's gone. He just took off.
Ah, come in, welcome my friend. Don't you dare rush yourself. Take your time, make sure you get a good look at my fine wares. Everything here is a rare find, not a run of the mill here. It's crazy here. Okay, what do we have here? What you sell art? I don't see any art here of any kind. I feel like I've been scammed already, to be honest. None of this is art. Is that art? Is that part of furniture? This is part of it. Where's the art? Red. But you know something, friend? All is not perfect in Crazy Red's little world. There are some truly disturbed folk out there. Why, just the other day I heard something so shocking. That dresser I brought off you, it turned out to be nothing more than a cheap piece of junk, you crook. That is what this heartless cat screamed at me. What's up with that, huh? It's not like Red has ever forced anyone to buy anything. This customer had plenty of time to shop and he decided to make his purchase without any pressure from me. Discounting their own lack of judgment and then labeling someone else as a swindler ridiculous, am I right? Oh, I would never imply that you were such a person. You are a sharp cookie. I can see it in your eyes. So, what's it going to be? No matter what you choose, you can't lose. It's all good at Crazy Reds. Well, I mean, what the hell is that? He really is crazy, isn't he? So all you have to offer me is a fucking barbecue, some kind of kid's fucking block clock, and a fucking table. How much is the barbecue? Alright, I thought that might catch you, right? The barbecue. There's no faulting your taste, I tell you. She's a real beauty, am I right? Hard to find too. That one, a rarity among rarities. Drawn collectors like flame draws and moths, absolutely irresistible. The jewel of my collection. In fact, I had someone who wanted to buy it come in mere moments before you. He might be back soon. I tell you what though, I like you. Well, you can fuck off. I don't give a fuck if you like me. I'm not getting 7,000 for that. Never mind. Well, I'm gone, Red, because you have no art. I was hoping you'd have some kind of art for me, but you don't, so goodbye. Nothing to your liking, no? I think I'll be seeing you back. No, you won't be. This is my final Animal Crossing session. So, ha. I think I'll probably pick up the Paper Mario 1000 Year Door, or whatever it's called, remake. I think it's coming out tomorrow, or Friday, I think. Um, Personally, I've never played it. I've never played it, so it's a new game to me technically. But I would just like a new kind of. Do you know what I want? A brand new Mario and Luigi game. That is what would be fantastic. But I suppose when you stop and think of it, like Nintendo are hard at work um, creating the successor to the Switch and trying to get a steady flow of games together for at launch. So who knows? One of those games could be a Mario Luigi game. That looks terrifying. That cockroach looks absolutely terrifying. Like, it actually looks more terrifying than an actual cockroach, to be honest. So for this final session of Animal Crossing, I'm pretty much just doing a bit of everything, really. This is what the game is all about. You know, I love the fact that you can actually, well, I don't know where they come from and why they're even there, but like basketballs and footballs can be just kicked into the river and they'll actually float. This is just a nice place. It's the odd poor fish. The poor fish is going to be squashed. Gone. It's my fault now. You know what? Oh god. Oh god, is he gonna go under the bridge? It is too. Well, that's not a fish splash.
By my hands.
I apologize for killing the fish. Drink of my water. Where did I go? There I am. Oh, I gotta go to Bob. Was he? Last I saw him, no, he was close to his home. So let's go back up there. Well, he was heading out though, so could be anywhere, realistically. I'm moving. Oh, that's you. Well, so you're the one that went to the game, boy, weren't you? You live right next door to Bob, and you're asking me to find it for him. Good evening, except for the rain. Well, what do you know? Someone who actually has the Game Boy this time. And Tangy is literally just right here. Tangy, you're so lazy. I like it.
Chad, can you remember somebody requesting a game for this channel? I know that Doom was requested. I know that Anthony requested Zack and Wiki. But I think there was a third game that was recommended that I actually had and that I was planning on actually playing. If you can think of that third game, then I could get rocking and rolling with my first request poll for the next game to feature on Classic Hits Gaming.
Just gonna check the live chat because you know it's yourself. Sometimes it decides to. On reconnecting live chat. See, I knew I had to do that. I had to check the live chat again. Chat, it went off. The hell, Classic Hits Gaming. Not interested in 90s in games. You got me there. That's Jesus. You got me there. No, it's not that I'm not interested in games in the 80s and 90s. I'm not interested in paying for essentially a collection of classic games that Nintendo have re-released tons of times across multiple platforms. I mean, obviously the first was the Wii, which was released in 2007 with the virtual console. So like we had a lot of NES games there, the Super Mario Bros, Metroid,
Kirby, Mario Golf, etc. Then we got that same service on the Nintendo 3DS, and we had to pay again for those games. I think we got like a discount, but we still had to pay. Then there was the Wii U with the Wii U Virtual Console. Again, NES games released across the 3DS Virtual Console, the Wii U Virtual Console, NES games that we had to pay for, and they did the same now with the Nintendo Switch Online. You have to pay your online subscription to pay those games. I'm not a fan of having to pay again for these games. I know the big selling point and what makes it unique is the fact that you're doing various challenges. But again, as I mentioned earlier, it actually reminds me of a game they released on the Wii U called NES Remix or something like that. Anyway, but yeah, Castlevania Dracula is coming to Dead by Daylight along with the limited time mode, 2 killers versus 8 survivors. I love that idea, to be honest with you. But yeah, I seen Dracula, right? I seen the Dracula trailer yesterday. Looks pretty cool. YouTube's still messing with your comments. They are, but I'm one step ahead of them. One step ahead. I don't know if it's still in the live chat, but sorry about that. Can you remember someone asking for a request, a game request? I know there was Doom, the original Doom, which I said I would absolutely play on this channel. There was Zach and Wiki from Anthony. So if I can just remember what the third game was, or if it even was a third game, then I can add that to a list and do my first request poll. Obviously, the most votes wins. I don't know if chat is still here, to be honest with you. What am I donating to you again? I'm donating a cockroach to you, and I am donating a Petra skull to you. I think they should make that game free for Nintendo Switch Online expansion pack members. The NES Championship thing. I honestly do, because I mean you can't. I mean, challenge or no challenge, extra modes or no extra modes, they're still the same games that have been re-released across Nintendo platforms since 2007. You know what I mean? So it's just ridiculous. I think. Like, the remaining pieces of our prehistoric puzzle, you have our deepest, most profound gratitude. Might there be anything else? Yes. You're going to come face to or beak to antler with a cockroach. I love the irony. I love the irony of the fact that Bladder's an owl whose main diet would consist of insects and bugs and everything else is actually scared of Bladders. This is just an ironic kind of joke, really. A cockroach. Oh, they're repulsion. How foul. The vileness. Which I will never understand why we're required to include cockroaches in our collection. It makes no sense. Well, who am I to question management? Indeed, and in any case, what's one more filthy insect? I hate this part. I hear it wriggling in there. You have our deepest, most profound gratitude. Okay, let's have a look. Actually, let's have a look inside the fossil area. No, Isabel. I don't think it was Isabella. I think it's Isabel. I think is her name. Not in the original one. Chad, can you remember? Did someone recommend a game for me to play on this channel? I know it was Doom, and there was Zack and Wiki. But was there a third game? Was there a third game that was requested? So these are where the art pieces of art would go along the walls here. I think so anyway.
Or you know what? Maybe not actually, because there's no. Can you even get art in the original Animal Crossing? Interesting. Oh, oh, there is. There's a separate section. I thought, why did I think they were in the same section? That's weird. Um, cockroach. Jesus, it's literally just right there. What the hell? Why can't you squash it? Oh my god! I did! You can make it like hop. Blathers is gonna. Well, he'd be delighted actually. I was gonna say he'd throw me out, like, but he'd be delighted. Where's it gone? That's actually quite funny. Not sure. Oh, okay. Well, I think I might wait for a little bit, and I'll just ask people now and again. I'll say, "What game would you like me to see play?" Blah blah blah, and I'll just add that third game into the poll. It'll only be 3 games. I'll give people a choice between 3 games. I've more or less just revealed what it's going to be. So it's going to be Doom and the original Doom, by the way, the original Doom, not Doom 2016 or Doom thing, that I actually forget the name of. But it'll be the original Doom I'm talking about now. Obviously not on PC, but you know it's available on PlayStation 4 to download the original Doom, and Zach and Wiki. But then there'll be a third one as well. What consoles do you have? So across the 80s, 90s and noughties, I have, of course, I've got my NES here. I've got my my SNES. I've got my Nintendo 64. I've got my Nintendo GameCube, and I've got my Nintendo Wii, which are all released between the 80s, 90s, and between the 80s and 90s. I actually, technically, I will be able to stream Game Boy and Game Boy Color games. I've got a few ways to do that. And Game Boy Advance games as well, I think. Yeah. Okay. What else? And technically, I can even find a way to stream DS games as well. You're probably asking how the hell. Well, I'll let you work that one out. Did I miss any handhelds in there? Okay. Then I have the Sega Master System, the Sega Mega Drive, the Sega Saturn, and the Sega Dreamcast. And I have the PlayStation 1, the PlayStation 2. And I think that pretty much covers it, really, yeah. If I've missed any, I'll mention them later. So I think what I might do is, because I do have an idea for a game in my head next, and I really want to play it. I really want to play it personally myself. But so basically, okay. So to make this official, so the next game that I will be streaming on Classic Hits Gaming will be a personal choice of mine. And then after that game, I will pull it out to you lovely people
I'll give you a choice of 3 games based off what you yourselves would have requested. Put them into a poll, and the game that gets the most wins will be up next on Classic Kids Gaming. That's what I'm going to do. I'll make all that official on the community tab as well, by the way. So don't worry about that. You will be informed of all of that. Okay, I'm going to just do some more fishing, I think. Round it off. The thing about Animal Crossing is it's such a relaxing game that you can go about at your own pace. And it's never ending, so it is quite tough to kind of like to capture a never ending game, you know, on my channel. You know, with Final Fantasy VII, you know, it's got a start and middle and an end. It's got a story. It's got parts of the game. It's got bosses. You know, so you can fit all that onto onto various parts. You can do that. What the hell? The same with Resident Evil 3, Nemesis, and Grand Theft Auto Vice City, and with games like Pac-Man and Super Mario Bros. I know Animal Crossing. Like, there are games I play in sessions. The thing about Animal Crossing is it's never ending. It's not going to end, you know. So I definitely couldn't put it in parts. That's for sure. And I feel like, as far as sessions are concerned, I feel like I've definitely showcased what Animal Crossing is all about. So I want to make, like, I don't want to spend too much time on one game on this channel when it's not needed. You know, I do want to like showcase other classic games as well. Do you have access to PS4 games on the PS5 store? I do, Chad. I do. But of course, there would have to be classic games that were released in the 80s, 90s, and 90s that would have been released on PS4. I do have a few of those games on my library. I'm not going to reveal what they are because, you know, I always like to keep the next kind of game, you know, a secret until I reveal it. I might tease it. Very. My teases are hilarious. They're deliberately intended to be obvious, by the way. My teases, in case you were wondering. But I do have quite a few PS4 games downloaded onto my PS5 that are basically like either collections. Well, to be fair, I don't really have much collections there, but they're definitely classic games that would have been released in the 80s and 90s and 90s. I do have one collection. I won't say what it is, but I do have one collection actually. I actually have more than one. Actually, I had more than one collection of classic games released between the 80s and 90s, which is a PS4 game, downloaded onto my PS5. Oh, the fish is gone. He fell down the waterfall. Poor fish. Well, that's me full up anyway. There's no point in me sending him because I won't be playing after this. Who's this? What's Hank? What are you running after, Hank? Yo, evening there. Sup? Bahok. The rain's sort of a downer, but it's so good for the trees and flowers and grass and mushrooms. Anywho, you probably want something, don't you? Let's chat. Have you popped into the post office to send me letters yet? You can send mail to anyone. Hey, there's a brilliant idea. Why don't you get motivated and send me a letter? I'll write you back, I swear. You know I'm good like that. Oh, and hey, you can attach a present to a letter. You can fuck off. It's simple, really. I know how simple everything. You don't need to tell me. Okay, I think I have a piece of Animal Crossing trivia, and then at the end of the session, which to be honest with you, I won't lie, is pretty soon actually. I'll mention all of them. So here we go. So I think I mentioned this before. I mentioned this many times actually, that you can play NES games in Animal Crossing. So IGN gave it an outstanding. It called it outstanding. IGN called this game outstanding. and gave it a 9.1, I think. Yeah, 9.1. So yeah, wasn't an 8 out of 10. It wasn't an 8 out of October. So a pretty highly rated game from IGN, and I believe other video game journalists as well. They gave it a pretty high score as well. Where's Tom Nook shot? Right there. Okay. And I might as well. I have one more as well. And then I'll recap all the trivia. So, Animal Crossing was awarded the outstanding achievement in gameplay engineering. Um, that's an interesting title, isn't it? Animal Crossing awarded the outstanding achievement in gameplay engineering. I think what they probably mean by that is, I suppose, how the consoles Eternal Clock, which was originally the Nintendo 64 actually, and then the GameCube, the Eternal Clock, and how it basically allowed the game to play in real time. So if it was May the 15th at whatever time it is now, so it's real time basically. May the 15th, 1649, 2024, then it will be that time and date in the game, and shops will be closed at night and stuff like that. Villagers will go to sleep at a certain time, they'll close their doors, and of course there'll be seasonal events, actual seasonal events. We associate seasonal events nowadays with like Fortnite and stuff like that, the new season. But I mean actual, like you'd be celebrating Halloween, Christmas, Easter, etc. in Animal Crossing because of how this game runs in real time. I think that's probably why it won the the gameplay engineering, the outstanding achievement in gameplay engineering, I think. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to sell my items here, and then I'm going to basically just recap what Animal Crossing is all about, some trivia, end the live stream then. And I might tease actually at the end of the live stream what the next game is going to be. I don't even know how I'm going to do it, but I'll reveal it. It mightn't be as obvious actually this time around, which is rare for me. Normally I make the tease obvious. Okay, so as I'm selling that to Tom Nook, there's nothing else to do. So just a little bit about Animal Crossing. It's all in the description of the live stream, but I'm going to say it anyway because it's me. So Animal Crossing originally released in 2001 on the Nintendo 64, an exclusive at the time in Japan, known there as Debutsu no Muri. It was released later that year on Nintendo GameCube as Debutsu no Muri Plus, and released in Europe in 2004 as Animal Crossing. So quite an interesting journey there to how this game ended up being called Animal Crossing and how it eventually released over here in Europe. So with no wars, weapons, combat, blood, violence, gore, and no stress, Animal Crossing is just pure peace, bliss, and relaxation. The game has no set objectives or story. You are free to do as you please at your own pace. In this never ending, non linear social simulation game, you play as a human who moves to a village inhabited by animals. You can interact with them in a number of ways, including visiting their homes and doing tasks for them and giving them gifts. You can fish, collect bugs, and dig for fossils, and take part in events, including seasonal events like Christmas, Halloween, and Easter, using the console's internal clock, which observes days, weeks, months, and years, all in real time. That's a little bit about what Animal Crossing is all about, and I'm just going to reset the live chat again there because sometimes there is issues with it. Just try to get my fat fingers to. There we go. Gonna have to get used to doing this. I requested the classic Hitman games. I request the classic Hitman games and Godfather in PS2. Unfortunately, I don't have either of those games, Chad. I'm so sorry, but if they do pique my interest at some point, I will get hold of those games. I'm so sorry. The Godfather I actually did have on the Wii. I think it was called The Godfather, The Black Hand or something. But I since traded that in many years ago. So I apologize for that, Chad. But keep the requests coming, and if it's a game that I have, I will definitely add it to that poll soon on this channel. Some trivia now. So Animal Crossing originally was going to be a role-playing adventure with the main action taking place in a dungeon. The game was intended to cater to a wider audience and was supposed to be inclusive and aimed at non-gamers. You can play NES games, if you can find them, that is. IGN gave it outstanding, which I mentioned earlier, gave it a 9.1, and it was awarded the Outstanding Achievement in Gameplay Engineering. So it's a pretty iconic game in many ways. I don't think gamers really kind of saw anything like Animal Crossing before, and it's more popular now than it actually was in 2001, and it's a lot more. It's got a much bigger audience today with the successes of New Leaf on 3DS and New Horizons on the Switch. So the future for Animal Crossing is bright, very bright indeed. So the live chat is kind of weird. You kind of have to. Well, one way to do it actually would be to just to go out of the stream like this, reconnect, and then it should actually reset the live chat. Or if I can just make it available where I can just like get my finger to actually reach the fucking live chat. But that happens sometimes. Okay, so I'm gonna save anyway, because if I ever do come back to it in my own time, it'd be nice to save my progress. But that's it. I mean, I'm sorry that I couldn't, do more Animal Crossing sessions. I just feel like where would the cutoff point be? How many sessions would I have to do? I feel like there would have to be some kind of cutoff point. It's a never-ending game. It's never ending. Like what I'm going to do? Wait until Christmas for the Christmas event to come. Because I'm not going to cheat. I'm not going to fast forward change the calendar. That's not me. So again, I feel like I have showcased what Animal Crossing is all about. I hope I've showcased what Animal Crossing is all about. If I haven't, please let me know. I welcome constructive criticism, absolutely. And I will learn from that. But I just feel like, this is Classic It's Gaming, not Animal Crossing Gaming, so I do have to kind of cover, a wide range of classic games from 3 decades, so I can't just play Animal Crossing non-stop, basically. Wait till Switch 2 comes out. Oh, wait until Switch 2 comes out for a new Animal Crossing. God, it's going to be hard for Nintendo to top New Horizons. I think when you look at New Leaf and New Horizons, it's really tough for Nintendo to top that because, like, New Horizons and New Leaf just added so many new features and just opened up the game so much. It's going to be hard, I think, to top it. I feel like it's going to be something completely different, while maintaining the core element of Animal Crossing, of course. But I do think that it's going to feel very different. Like you might even get to play as an actual animal, and you might choose which animal you want to play as, and basically be that animal. Maybe you have an option to be a human or an animal. Because really, realistically speaking, what difference would it make? Like I know the core element of the game was supposed to be that you're a human living with animals, but what if you actually wanted to be an animal? I don't think it would affect the gameplay that much. It would just affect the cosmeticness of it. Like it would just be, or I'm a cute cat, or whatever your favorite animal was. If you had a particular favorite animal in Animal Crossing, side the videos, like if you had a particularly favorite animal in Animal Crossing, being able to play as that animal, I think would be really cool. So yeah, maybe just something like that, just a very basic kind of change, you know. But I think they would definitely have to make it feel very, very different because of all the additional features that I've already added into it, you know. So without rambling on too long, that's it for my Animal Crossing um live gameplay. Let me just say thank you so very much for taking the time out of your day to join my Animal Crossing live streams. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for your continued support with Classic Hits Gaming. It's much appreciated. It means a lot. Um, I'm trying to tease the next game. Oh, what can I say? What can I say? This is going to give it away. This is going to give it away. No, I won't say it. I actually, know, I'm just going to randomly say it. And you're just going to have to pick it up. Right. So, I suppose I could do a little bit of chit chat while it's 7 o'clock. But no, it really is. I'm really enjoying Classic Hits Gaming so far. I just see I got a new subscriber as well. Got to subscribe to this person. Not that Wayne subscribe to your channel. I gotta subscribe to that guy. It's just I feel like I mean, what the hell? Motherfucker going knocking down trees. I feel like I'm in my element with Classic Hits Gaming. There was many moments where on Green Hill Gaming when I was streaming the latest and greatest game or whatever. I just felt like, what am I doing? What am I doing playing this game? I don't even like this game. Why am I playing it? Because it's new? Because it's popular? You know, because people want me to see, because people want me to play this game and see this game. And I just think, like, you know, the live chat a lot of the time just got very, the Hidden Gem Street Fighter 2. The Hidden Gem, I love that. I fucking love that. That's hilarious, Chad. Oh god, the rare game that is Street Fighter 2 is so hard to get hold of. Oh my god, I know, yeah. But I just felt like certain, you know, people were joining my live streams and live chat that were just bugging me, trolling, spamming, you know, just annoying me, and I was stressed a lot of the time on Green Hill Gaming. The only stress that I've ever encountered with Classic Hits Gaming was just the stress of the actual game that I was playing. Like, it might have been a particularly tough boss in Final Fantasy VII, or it might have been lost, or it might have been that I fucked up, you know, in Resident Evil 3 or something like that. But I wasn't stressed in terms of like that, you know, that I didn't like the game, or that the game was broken, or that I had microtransactions or some shit, you know. And I wasn't stressed because of anyone joining the live stream, because some really lovely people have joined the live streams on Classic Hits Gaming. I've met new people on Classic Hits Gaming, that all share our passion for you know, classic games in the 80s and 90s and 90s. So yeah, I mean, I really, it's been nice. It's been really, really nice for Classic Hits Gaming. I feel right at home, and yeah, I just feel like I'm in my element. So yeah, this is I decided this is going to be my final Animal Crossing session, because it's never ending game. I mean, it's never ending. It's like a never ending stairs. Really. So yeah. I mean, I would be here for 64 years. You know, if I had decided to continue with my Animal Crossing live streams. You know, so yeah. With that said, stay tuned to see what is next for Classic Hits Gaming. I will do my best to bring you entertaining classic content on this channel. So let me just see that I missed any comments. I love that comment though, the Hidden Gem Street Fighter 2. But so yeah, thank you so much for supporting Classic Hits Gaming. Much appreciated. And stay tuned on my community post to see what is next for Classic Hits Gaming. Thank you for watching and enjoy the rest of your day.